Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBuyingGuide.com. Today I'm taking a look at a series of paperback KJVs that you can buy on Amazon.com. Now these are printed through the Amazon printing program, so they're paperback editions with the thick paper and the paper covers and glued. These are priced at just under $5 to under $10 for the most expensive, but most average around $6. I publish books through Amazon, and they are not making money on these. Absolutely not making any money on these at all. So let's take a look at what we have. We have 4 different Bibles. We have the entire Bible. Then we have the book of Revelation, Gospel of John, and the book of Isaiah. Each one of these is from a different series. This is the Extra Jumbo 48-point font. This one is the 36-point font. And then this one is a smaller font. It's 8-point. That's the entire Bible. And go ahead and look at our sizes. These are all 8.5 by 11, except for this one, which is 6 by 9. So they're all made the same way, just like paperbacks. And they're priced like paperbacks. They're all text-only editions, and they don't have page numbers across the top or the book name or chapter and verse numbers or anything like that. So it's a little bit difficult to know where you are in the books. But let's look at each one individually. Starting with the book of Isaiah, this one is a 16-point font. This is my favorite of the group. I love the size. I love the size of the book. I love the size of the font. The paper is extra thick. I don't know the GSM of that, but that's ridiculously amazing. That is extra thick. Opacity is there. I mean, it's amazing. This paper is great for marking, for highlighting. All of them have some margin space. This has about 1 inch on the outside, 1.5 inches on the bottom, about 1 inch on the top. About 3/4 of an inch on the inside. So there's plenty of space for notes and things along that line. They all just start. First page, they just start. And it gives you the book name with chapter and verse and then KJV in bold. This one does not indent the verses. The font is a sans serif. Has around 7 to 9 words per line, and it's ragged edge. It uses italics for supplied words. That one is an excellent size. I love that size. This one is good for group study. Take notes as you study. It is good for carry-in reading. That's my favorite. I like that one. So next, let's look at the book of John. This one is the super large giant font edition, and it's a 36-point bold. There's our text. This is a black letter text. And this one does indent the verse numbers. Has about 6 words per line. Also has a ragged right edge. Now this one places the chapter names above the chapter. I like that. While this one places the chapter names within the chapter. This one does not include italics for supplied words. And it's printed with serif. This one doesn't have quite as much space for notes simply because the text itself is bigger. So we have 1.5. We have about 1 inch in the footer and about 1 inch in the outer margin. Then about almost 1 inch in the top. Next is the book of Revelation. Now this one is the Extra Jumbo edition. This one is a 48-point font. And this one actually has red letter, but it's still printed in black. It's just that the red is a lighter color so that it stands out differently. This one has about 3 to 5 words per line. Extra easy to read. This one is printed with sans serif. So this one has about 1.25 inches on the bottom. About 1 inch in the outer margin. 3/4 on the inner margin, and 1.25 inches on the top. I like this one. I kind of almost want the Words of Christ a little darker. It does make sense why they are the way they are, but I wouldn't mind if it was a little darker. Lots of space between the lines if you wanted to make some notes there. This is excellent for those who need the extra large font. I do know some people that would have used this font as opposed to that one, even though that one is large enough for, I think, for a lot of people. This one's my favorite, though. That looks small after looking at the others. It's not. It is not small by any means. This one does use italics for supplied words. Then last is the entire King James Bible. Now, this one is $6, a little over $6 maybe. So it's an amazing price for a Bible, for a full Bible. That's just hard to beat. The only thing is its design is a little bit difficult to use. I think it's an 8-point font, but it kind of looks a little smaller than that to me. And it's a lot lighter than the others. Has around 7 words per line. To me, it looks like a 6-point. It is black letter. Books will start just within the columns, right where the last one left off. It does not use italics for supplied words. The main advantage to this one is the fact that you get the entire Bible for around $6 on that super thick paper. That paper is amazing. So if you need a full King James at a really cheap price, this is great for that. This one also has almost an inch margin on the outside, and then about not much on the top and bottom. That's a quick look at the paperback KJVs. These are from Holy Spirit Publishing, I think is the name of it, from Amazon, and they're not making money from these. These are at cost. So another quick look. We have the 48-point font. We have the 36-point font in bold. Lots of space between the lines for marking. This paper is amazing for reading and marking. And then the 16-point font. This is more of a personal size. This is the one I like. I like all of them, but this is the one I personally like. I am tempted to just go ahead and get the entire series. And you know, you don't have to get just these books. These are available in each of the books of the Bible. If they're not now, they will be. So quick look at the paperback KJVs. The publisher did supply these in exchange for an honest review. And for the money, these are great. I'll post links where you can make purchase if you want to. And also I'll place a link to BibleBuyAGuide.com where you can see the written review with more detail. Thanks for watching.